The game Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is teaching you how to be a better, more intelligent prototyper. Yeah, really, it's teaching you iterative design process through its gameplay mechanics, specifically the combat. Check it out. Alright, so a video game making you smarter. How does this do this? Well, Sekiro is teaching you iterative design. Iterative design is this idea when you have a problem that you go and you tackle that problem by trying a solution and seeing if it works, and then learning from the frustration and failure, as opposed to having a big plan and then trying to solve the problem. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about trying to make as many solutions as possible to solve the problem in whatever base level that you can. Sekiro teaches this to us because as gamers, we will enter in a place and we will see a bunch of enemies and we will go, okay, there's a bunch of enemies. I guess I'll attack this guy first, and I'm a little worried about that guy, but whatever, we're gonna do this. You run in, you fight, and you slash, and you swing and do all your stuff, and your hope is that you win. But it's possible that you will lose, and you will die. That's fine. Sekiro goes, hey, respawn, come on back, and try this again. Which you do, and this time you come back, you fight the enemies, and this time you're a little bit better. You've learned from your last fight, and now you can improve and be able to kill all these people. Now, it would be kind of crazy to go in here and be like, all right, I have the perfect plan. I'm going to attack this guy like this, and then I'm going to jump over this way, and I'm going to throw shurikens, because really, right when we start the game, we don't have all the information. You don't necessarily know that the shield guys can have their shields broken by the giant axe prosthetic. You don't necessarily know where the good jump moments are. You don't really know where there's bushes to hide in and stab people. You have to play the game to learn about these things. And then once you have that information, you're able to start formulating plans. This is a thing that people rarely run into in Sekiro because naturally you start the game and you already know how to solve these things. Iterative design, go in and fight, discover things, die, learn from your death, and start over. Now this plan idea is actually something that is supernatural for human beings to do, even though in a case like Sekiro, it's iteratively, you're gonna just be like, oh, I figured this out in an intuitive way. There's a fantastic TED Talk that was called Build a Tower, Build a Team by Tom Wujik. And this guy was talking about how he would have a marshmallow tower challenge. You give a guy noodles, you give a guy tape, you give a guy a marshmallow, and you go, all right, people, you're going to build a tower in 30 minutes, and the tallest tower is the winner. The idea was this was a team building exercise, but what really is happening is you discover that people plan ahead of time, and they get in this analysis planning paralysis. Basically, people will sit there and plan how to build their tower, plan how to fight all these dudes that show up when they don't really have a lot of knowledge on how to even build a tower or how to fight the dudes yet. What's interesting about this is most people apparently would build a tower and then forget about the marshmallow and like, shit, that was the most important part. They didn't even solve the basic thing. That'd be like running in through everybody and swinging your sword and not hitting a single dude. So the people who were most effective at this tower marshmallow challenge were architects, which makes a lot of sense because they're experts at building things, and kindergartners, which is interesting to talk about. So the experts of building, the architects, they're kind of like our expert Sekiro player, right? They've beaten the game, they know everything really well, so they're able to use all of the cool abilities and can plan immediately when they see a group of people because they know how to tackle this problem. The kindergartners are more like us, right, when we start playing because they don't know how to build a tower, we don't know how to slay a bunch of dudes. And so what they do is that they take a marshmallow, plug 3 little noodles in, and plop it down, and suddenly you got a mini tower. They've succeeded. They're not the tallest in the room, but they have a tower. That's what we're doing when we're entering and fighting. We're not necessarily the best fighter when we're starting to swing our sword, but we're hitting our sword on enemies. We're hitting the base minimum by striking the opponent. And then over time, you can build up from there. Kids would tape on more noodles to lift up their tower. We start trying out new prosthetic attacks, flipping over enemies, trying to stealth, and experimenting. Over time, building an incredibly new character that is solving the issue in a brilliant way, as the same way that these kids are able to build this cute tower. So this is something you can apply to other parts of your life, not just Sekiro. This example with this marshmallow tower shows that this is a skill that is actually underused. In fact, let's say you're trying to lose weight, you don't necessarily need to be a nutritionist master PhD of an individual. You just need to take a little bit of steps to figure out what would be good. Maybe cut out 10% of your soda drinking, for example. Maybe try having more vegetables, right? Like, you can start some of the research yourself and start making small steps, basically losing a little bit of weight, right? You make that step. Or if you wanted to gain extra muscle, start a game. Starting a game, just build the base minimum of the game that you would like, and then boom, you can start optimizing and making the game better and better and better and better. So take this and apply it to yourself. What do you want to succeed with it? Let me know down below in the iterative design commenting. And if you liked this stuff and you want to know more about that marshmallow thing, it's right up here. Go ahead and give it a look-see. Build a tower, build a team, Tom Wujek. And if you're interested in knowing some of the other stuff, well, over here eventually there'll be more teachings and ideas and things from video games. But I just started this, so wait till next time.